explosion off Fern Valley Road by the airport. Lots of black smoke. Fern Valley Road and Gray Lane. Said there was a huge explosion, believed to be a plane crash, huge fire and smoke.
There you have it. That's the actual broadcast of the Louisville Fire Department's conversations just minutes, if not seconds, after the catastrophic plane crash Tuesday night about 5:15. Hundreds of first responders from around Kentucky responding to put out that blaze. And we are joined now for his first interview here in the studio since the tragedy, the Louisville Fire Chief, Brian O'Neill. And Chief O'Neill, I know you rightfully want to give credit to the first responders who got in there, Okolona, and that.
Absolutely.
You're very good about that. But
yes.
When you witnessed a half-mile long stretch of fire, and you and I were talking where this ranks in disasters in our community, it has to be now at the top.
Absolutely. Certainly in my 25-year career, we've not seen something this large, this massive, and this much loss of life.
Chief, kind of take us back a little for folks who kind of want to know exactly how the flames, how you guys put the flames out in the first hours before midnight that first night,
Yes.
and that helped immensely as far as keeping you know, the shelter in place going smaller instead of venturing out.
Sure. So the initial call, it is just over the city boundary with Okolona. So Okolona and LFD were both knocked out initially. Okolona got on scene, took command. LFD crews arrived. We started calling for extra equipment right away. We got a lot of help. When you talk about the type of flames, this fuel-fed fire that is this large conflagration, firefighting foam is what we need. And we have experts right here in town at the airport and the Air National Guard that sent resources as well. We had some local businesses that sent additional foam so that we could try to blanket that fuel-fed fire to suppress it. You almost have to treat it like a wildfire, surround it, cut it off, and then just start pushing in to shrink it down.
Wow.
Did you know immediately that it was a plane crash and that you had a fire field of a half-mile long?
Not initially. The initial knockout was for an explosion, but immediately, Metro Safe EMA was doing good work with getting multiple calls, coordinating with the airport. So by the time I was in my vehicle heading to the scene, we knew that it was a plane crash. Of course, I was in communication with Mayor Greenberg because he's trying to stay on top of that.
And what did you first see?
Well, what I first saw, my wife works at the airport, so the first thing I saw, she texted me the initial plume and she said, "What is this?"
Wow.
And then as soon as I was in my car on the way there, you could see this tremendous column. We look back to the GE fire. That was a huge column of smoke that was just, this was so much worse.
Right. Let's talk about now where we are. The NTSB mentioned the hot spots that are out there, mentioned the hoses that are out there, and the fire crews that are out there now. So tell us where we are with, just watching for hot spots, what the firefighters
They keep
are doing.
popping up, he said.
Sure. So, of course, this is the NTSB's scene, and they're also coordinating with state urban search and rescue teams, which is almost all of the fire departments here in Jefferson County are contributing members to that. And we've got people from around the state to do like the grid searches. But in the midst of that, you might have an area with a little bit of fuel that's left on the ground. Maybe there's a lot of debris around it. And if it's still burning, we're not going to really take a lot of time to try to clear that out just to extinguish a small that's nothing bigger than like a campfire, because we have to really put the focus on getting that debris and making sure they can do their investigation.
Okay. My final question to you as we go into the weekend, your message to the community after what you just witnessed.
Just stay safe. And think about each other, and remember, as people are looking at this horrible, horrible scene, and they're playing it over and over again like a disaster reel, please remember these are real people that got infected. We lost lots and lots of people that here locally, UPS, and the people in these businesses. These are loved ones, these are families, so keep them in your hearts.
And we needed to hear that on this Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.